good afternoon. How was Marasca's mood today?
Yes, good afternoon from the news conference room where we've just heard from Enzo Marasca. Another defeat for Chelsea. Of course, that's 3 defeats in 10 days for Chelsea and another red card, and suggestions that he was under pressure, which have since been denied by the club. And he's come out fighting, a really feisty, unusually feisty performance from Marasca at this news conference. And he said, look, with a record like his Chelsea have got, 5 defeats only in the last 6 months, and 4 of those defeats were when the team have been reduced to 10 men because of a red card. He's saying it's a crazy world when he's under pressure and the team under pressure with those kind of stats. He says he's got a good feeling about the squad, about the team, about the future, and of course he knows there is pressure on to get a good performance in the Champions League tomorrow night after being well beaten by Bayern Munich in the first game of this season's competition. But as I say, a really feisty, confident performance here at the news conference from Marasca.
For sure, I think after review the last 2 games, you know, Man United and Brighton with 10 players, for sure I could have done better, probably in terms of decision, you know, no doubt. But also for me, it's, you know, it's like a learning process to play with 10 players because, you know, I think for any manager it's not something normal. Unfortunately for us, happened 2 times. And the stats is that in the last, again, almost 6 months, we lost 5 games. 4 of them with the red card: Newcastle, Flamengo, Man United and Brighton. And the only game that we lost 11-11 was Bayern Munich away. So that's why I said, for me personally, there is not any reason that we need to create panic, knowing that football, anyway, you know better than me, football is crazy world, you know, you can, if you lost 5 games in 6 months, and you need to, you know, you need to say things to defend yourself, that means that it's a crazy world. I don't think we need to defend ourselves in this moment, because the reality is that I have a very good feeling with the squad we have. I think compared to last season, we all improve the players because they can play games, they can have more experience. Me personally, as a manager, I think I feel better than last year. The reason why is because I'm learning. For sure, there are many, many things that I need to learn. For instance, playing with 10 players, it's something that probably I need to do better. But it's part of the process, and I don't have any doubt that in the future we're going to be better and better.
So in 6 months, 5 defeats, 4 of those because, he says, of red cards. Next in the countdown is 3, that famous 3 gesture from Jose Mourinho. And as if the pressure wasn't on Enzo Marasca and his Chelsea side enough, this room where they've been holding the pre-match news conferences, where Jose Mourinho will be holding his pre-match news conference at around 6 o'clock this evening, is the Drake Suite. And it's surrounded with pictures of the man who won 3 Premier League trophies here. That one, his final one. Over here, again, in view of that top table, in view of all the journalists, the second one that he won, Jose Mourinho, and yet another one further down. So you could see that the man who's coming here, the only man to have won all 3 current major European competitions, to face the only team to have won all 3 current European competitions, is still highly thought of by Chelsea, by the fans. Images everywhere, building the pressure on Enzo Marasca and his Chelsea team to get their first win in the Champions League this season. And he was speaking, was Enzo Marasca, about the privilege it will be to face Jose Mourinho tomorrow night.
The only thing I can say about Jose is the thing that I just said, that for me personally, he's a legend for this club. I'm from Italy. It's also a legend for Inter, where he won the Champions League. So it's legend for different clubs in the world that show how good has been and how good is Jose. Then in terms of what he deserves, to be honest, I'm not here to think what he deserves. I think he already showed how important manager has been and is.
Obviously, we know that Chelsea have had their injury problems. It's not the same team, is it, without Cole Palmer? He certainly won't be playing tomorrow night. He's out until after the international break. Chelsea will be training at their training ground around about now, and Enzo Marasca says he's got 3 other players who he's racing to see whether or not they'll be available because of slight injuries tomorrow night, including Moises Caicedo, João Pedro and Andre Santos.